Wait, why is my chat not working? This time, Nowler, you are actually first. Can you type something real quick to make sure that it does a thing? Is this working? Because I might. Interesting. That's definitely not. Oh, okay, 1 second. Wait. There we go. It works. Welcome in, Alex. Not all right. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, this week has been extremely scrambled, but we made it once again to a Saturday. Sorry, I was just trying to set some things up, and my chat was not working. I saw it in the stream, but I didn't see the chat itself in OBS. That was weird. But welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. My goodness. Another week gone. 3M, couldn't sleep on the weekend. Oh no. That is not good. Hopefully you can get some sleep on the weekend. Hopefully. Welcome in at, wow, 3 a.m. My goodness. It is 12 p.m. here for me. I hope you are doing well. Thank you guys for coming in today. We have session 19. Can you believe 19 sessions have gone by? I didn't even think. Honestly, I think I was almost ready to just fall asleep once again this morning. I took some melatonin and apparently it just keeps me sleepy no matter what. I had like 9 hours of sleep, which is unheard of. I don't sleep more than... I sleep like exactly 8 hours. But here we are. Once again. I don't really have any announcements this week, so we're gonna jump into it immediately. The only thing we are postponing Torn Asunder a little bit. There are some unforeseen issues that we are trying to sort out, trying to get everything sorted. Starting a new series is, I mean, you know, the beginning of any campaign, especially one that begins from a campaign from years ago is really just, it's difficult. So we're trying to get everything sorted, making sure that my players have everything that they wanted. We're you know, going through the process of remembering all that transpired over the course of 2 years ago. But we're going to be getting into it. No dates will be confirmed. I cannot confirm until everyone is absolutely ready for it. But we'll see. And I hope you guys will be there on the launch of Torn Asunder. That's pretty much it. There's really anything. Yeah, we had a lot of massive sub bombs last session, and yeah, it kind of threw me off. It made my heart explode a little bit, but I do believe that you were one that got it during that time. So hey, that's awesome. Other than that, I think that's it. So, without further ado, wow. Very quiet today. Hello?
So quiet, yes.
Hello. Everybody's sleepy. You know, do we want to just call it in? We'll just go to sleep?
I mean,
be a sleep stream?
It'll be a sleep stream. Yeah, we'll get that rolling.
Yeah. Just we'll switch categories to just sleeping, and we'll go on. We'll just leave it like this.
I'll make a little bed PNG that we can put in front of each of our characters there. It'll be
easy.
It'll be great.
Amazing. Speaking of PNGs, if I lower my starting soon and Nowler's PNG is not up,
go on, do it.
I'm gonna be upset.
Let's see. Drum roll, please.
Not there. Not there.
What the heck?
Didn't
I have it up.
You have it up, but you do not have the link. Remember?
You didn't open the link yet.
You gotta open the link. I knew it.
I can't be expected to remember this shit.
I knew it.
That's why I
Oh
told
my
you to pin it.
God.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
can't
it.
believe it.
I'm devastated.
I can't
Stream's
believe we've
over,
done
guys. That's it. We can't.
Whimsy
we're-
did tell me to pin it.
this. Did you not pin it?
No.
Bruh.
That's the end of the session, everybody. We tried.
Keep stalling, keep stalling.
We tried.
I'm almost there.
We tried.
This is fine.
We're watching with bated breath here. Watching the spinning circle that is Nuke currently.
Nuke's transforming. Just stand by.
Yeah.
Shit, which link is that?
I think I. Oh, one sec. I'll find it for you.
Oh my god. Is it the one I took a picture of that I didn't just post
You took a
and paste?
picture of
So
a
I-
link that you needed
so
to
I,
click.
so I have to type in all this like.
I literally wrote below it. 1 is for you. 2 is for Sleepy.
Oh no!
Use number 1. Use
Yeah, I mean, I've
number
got
1.
it here, but I just took a picture of it. I never actually pasted it, so like I could
Just
easily
scroll
copy
up.
Why
You
wouldn't
guys-
you just, or save it as a bookmark or something? Like,
It. Yeah.
There, I'm pinning it for it. There you go, bud.
I mean, all of this sounds like obvious now.
Use number 1.
Oh no! I knew as soon as I saw this spinning circle, I was like, maybe Nuke doesn't need to blink. You know, that's there's part of me that thinks that Nuke may not need to blink, and Fugitech would save Nowler in the long run.
Would it be a D&D session without a little bit of scuff?
A little bit, yeah, possibly.
Sometimes you're rolling that one IRL.
Oh,
Hey, now, Laura, I need you to make me a wisdom check, please.
please, yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Was that a wisdom check?
That's a lot of
That's
dice.
just me.
Is that working?
Well,
Some things look familiar.
Wait, what? We rolled the exact same thing.
you
We
are
sure
still a circle spinning.
This is fine. Okay.
God, I'm such an
We
idiot.
love spinning circles.
This is fine. Do you have the tab
Uh-huh.
open?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your character open?
Yes.
Okay. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Doing it now.
You're using
swear.
1 and not 2, right?
Dude, I do apologize.
Please.
There's no-
I promise you guys, we will be playing some D&D. This is not Scuff Stream. I promise you, D&D will be had right now. We're just sorting through some stuff. I know things happen. Sometimes. When I saw the spinning circle, I was like, "Oh, let's see if he remembers this." Oh no! Katrina just exploded as well. Uh-oh. No, they probably went to a separate channel to resolve. I hope you guys are doing well. I know this is our 10-minute break. So the remainder of the session, we will go ahead and play through no matter what. Possibly. I don't know. Just kidding. I mean, if they need a break, they need a break. Thank you guys for coming in today. I wish I would have been able to stream a little bit more this weekend or this week, but yeah, a lot of things came up, and just trying to catch up with everything. I know streaming's only like 5-6 hours out of the day, but I was very behind. Turns out that my time management is not so good. I should have been aware of this a long time ago. Here, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and go back to the starting suit. Oh no, that's Scuff too. Yep, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean this whole week has been an eye opener. I really did jump the gun. Oh wait, hold on. Nope. Okay, so if
Sleepy,
you
you
have
may have to refresh.
if you have
Yeah, I
a
think
new
you need-
oh wait,
You need to
You have to refresh.
So
Oh,
I just want to say, right, even though, yes, I fucked up, when it was spinning last time, all you needed to do was refresh and it would have been fine. Hopefully. So,
Because he's got it running, right?
blame shared and all that,
Or maybe try sending him the link again.
Yeah, you might
This
need
is
the
link 2.
Yeah, I need the link from the thingy. Because I
I don't know why it's broken.
There it is. Oh, I saw it.
No, that was the old one.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the old one.
Oh, okay.
And sending
This
it
is fine.
now. There you go.
Here, let's
should
see
be
here real quick.
This is fine.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Does this work? Okay, please pin that one link so you never have to get a new one again, because that would be that would be good. What VTT do you guys use? We use Foundry VTT.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sleepy, I
Yes.
have a question.
I might have an answer.
So, I'm pretty sure my max health after we leveled up was around 50.
Did it
Holy.
drop?
It's at 40 now. I just went into my artificer feature and it says that like I haven't configured my level up for the first 3 levels. So I just did level 1 and it didn't increase my max, but it did increase my current.
There we go. We got Nuke.
I think we got Nuke. Yeah, if
Is it working?
maximum, it is. It is. Was it? It's not 56, right? It's 50.
Pretty sure. I can override it, but I
Yeah,
wondered
it's
if
okay.
there was a reason.
It might have been when I was backing up some stuff. This week has been a disaster, so I had to redo everything.
Oh, you've overridden it.
Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you guys are missing some stuff, just write it down and we'll resolve it afterwards. When I had to back up everything, the last server, I had to redo it as things exploded on my server, so
This is fine.
I apologize if you're missing anything. We'll go ahead and rectify that after the session. Just keep a list of things along the way. And yes, I mean Foundry VTT is probably one of the better VTTs out there. I think it's the most considering that it's a one-time fee and then you have it forever. Hard to
Yeah.
beat. Hard to beat.
It is pretty good. Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
but scuff out of the way.
For
Hey.
now.
Are we ready to start?
Yeah,
We'll
boy.
see.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Their goal, seemingly simple, was to secure a ship and escape the confines of the station. However, at every turn, their path grew increasingly convoluted. They experienced the loss of allies and the acquisition of new ones. Yet they were at a standstill. The mutated rat hindered them no longer. With Kalen's expertise, the task of regaining access to Sector 3 became an agonizing waiting game. They found their way to Harland, tensions reaching a boiling point. While Harlan had been upfront or not upfront about his intentions to save Medea, there was more to it than just a selfless act. To his surprise, she had a fragment of the artifact. Harlan recognized that in possessing 2 artifacts, one from Medea and another from himself, would bring Tellus closer to achieving his goal. He was presented with one option, risking his own life to send Tellus away at random. He was injured in the process, losing his half of the puzzle. They spent the night at the med bay, where Kalen continued his tinkering while the soft hum of the filtration machine broke the otherwise deafening silence. Fatigue settled in. It was time to rest. Harlan occupied the console, tuning into a news station whose muted voices filled the background. As fate would have it, the mention of Datus Morse caught their attention, instantly casting suspicion upon them. The investigation into Renault's estate added another layer of complexity to their already challenging journey. With each passing day, their path forward grew more arduous. As the night ends and morning begins, you all come to. Harlan still at the console, the news playing on loop, different segments coming in, commercials. What is everyone doing as they awake? Unless there was something that you wanted to do in the night prior.
I don't think there's anything I would want to do overnight, because I think that you were saying that I started out with 2 levels of exhaustion, so sleeping would take 1 away. So I'm probably the last one to wake up.
Okay.
I'd probably end up keeping an eye on Harland for a while. Still not quite fully trusting him,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
but eventually would fall asleep.
Yeah, nothing during the night from me. A lot to mull over while I go to sleep, and I guess morning comes for me quite quickly.
Okay. And Kaylin,
Am I
go ahead.
am I cured?
You are not. Yet. Though you feel better. You're starting to recover as during the morning you do see as Targan comes to you administering something through the IV placed into your body. You're not fully cured, but we're in a good process. The tests run on your blood, showing great signs. How do you feel?
I do feel better, thank you. It definitely feels as though it's working, and quickly, which is a relief.
We might have to do this a few times, but you're not quite out of the woods. But I think this is showing great signs.
All right. Thank you again.
Of course. But morning comes. You all wary of Harland, him not giving fully straight answers. The only sound that can be heard is the sound of the radio coming through the speakers, the console. As Alpha, you are the last one awake. The rest of you do hear on the radio. Renowned scientist Datus Moors, credited with the eradication of the toxlomosis and preventing a further outbreak on the station 50 years ago, was spotted in Vauban district. Contrary to widespread belief, Moors, along with hundreds of others, were presumed confined to the containment sector following the activation of outbreak protocols. Despite requests, officials denied access to the sector for investigation purposes. Recently leaked documents from anonymous sources indicate that the possible of a false flag operation during the incident. Roloff Clegane, a former member of the tenebrous affairs involved at the time, has gone missing, journalists report when searching for him for comment. As authorities continue to search for the suspects linked to Datus Moors, a body was recovered at the Aval State. No official statement has been given at this time. As the announcers speak amongst themselves, giving speculation as to what happened in the Aval State, the estate, it fades to a commercial. As random news pops on every once in a while.
It's kind of like groggily waking up. Did they just say that that the area has been sectioned off? I can't get there.
Harlan does swivel around in his chair. I assume so. They've been speaking of this situation all night.
How are we supposed to get back to the hangar then? Need to see if Medea's coming back.
I mean, so long as you stay away from Renault's estate, you might be fine, though. Watching the video feed of these announcements, sightings of you all have been reported.
If we thought it was difficult to get around before, we're fucked.
It's going to be interesting, that is for sure.
Especially with whatever that was that went through the vents last night. Especially with that running around. Not going to make anything easier.
Though it may potentially provide us with a distraction of sorts.
It's possible.
Will that thing just like keep going, or like does it run out of batteries, or?
I don't know. All I know is that I'm awfully tired now that I don't have it with me.
I'm assuming that's never happened to you before?
No. I mean, I've always been able to just not pop out a little pseudopod, create a little small one, but it kind of just does what I need it to. That one, I had no real control over. It was much bigger. I think it had something to do with the syringe that Tanner gave me.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't expect that to happen.
Neither did I. Not sure why it did even, but...
So, do we need to go and get it? Like you said, you're quite tired now. Like, is that permanent until we get half of you back?
I don't know. Not even sure if getting it back is an option. We can try.
If we do run into it, it's the best way to disable it.
Excessive force, I imagine. I'm not sure. I mean, with these ones, and I just kind of retract the pseudopod back into myself, I can just bring it back. And I tried to with that one, and it didn't really listen. I could try again if I get close enough, but nothing saying that it'll work or if it'll even be beneficial for me.
Anna, do you have a way to reverse that serum?
Yeah, I have everything that can reverse it. At least neutralize it. Though it shouldn't have done that in the first place, so...
If it's staying in his system, then needs something to try and neutralize.
He turns to Alpha. You have a way of making one of them small ones again?
Yeah, I can only have one out at a time. So I mean, the fact that I even can still do it doesn't bode well for that being a part of it. But anyways, yes, yeah, I can.
You think you can leave one with me? I can run some tests, see if it will work to neutralize it.
Sure. I mean, Tanner tried scanning it before. nothing came up with whatever I am.
I didn't scan it. I didn't do that.
Or not Senator. Targan. Targan did, though.
Honestly, I just need to run some tests to see how it reacts to everything else.
All right. I'll pop another one back out. And it has little, like, tiny little arms and blob legs. It doesn't wander over
It's
to
100% flubber.
It's just flubber, yeah.
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 Excellent. Yeah. You leave that with Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, he heads over to some of the lab equipment in the med bay. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Back over to Targan. Do we still have access to the cameras? Are we able to see where it went?
To Targan?
Targan, yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not on the console right now, but I'm sure we should.
Or no, I guess we're with Harland, actually. Aren't we?
I mean, we're all here together.
That's fair. Does anybody know where it went?
Ian will take out the tablet and start looking at the cameras he has access to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
It
plug
went
it in.
away.
And you
Can I
make
get
quick
remote
work.
access to those cameras?
Yeah, you do. As you connect to the consoles, you do have access to the cameras that have been in from Sector 1 to 2.
But can I access them without it being plugged in?
Without it being plugged in? No.
Well, yeah,
Not
I'll hook it
live
up and I'll
feeds.
take a look.
Okay. It takes a moment. Are you looking through current feeds or past?
Past starting with where we lost it.
The incident? Okay.
Yeah.
You watch as this scuffle unfolds in the medbay. The large creature that pulls away from Alpha's body thrash around and then slink through the grates in the ground. The damage left behind, tossed and turned, equipment kind of broken slightly, but not irreparable. You start to scan through some of the cameras that are in proximity to this room. I need you to go ahead and D100. High or low?
Want me to call it or
Yes.
Nuke? Can you call it for me?
Oh,
Yes.
lower. Lower.
Nice.
That's pretty good. It's not as low as it could be, but it is still low nonetheless. As you scan through, eventually you see and you catch one of the feeds. It's in a hallway. Seems as though it's moving with purpose. You know this direction. It's heading towards the lab.
Argon's lab?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, no.
How long ago was this?
It was within the half an hour that had been separated from Alpha that night.
And that's where we lose sight of it.
Mm-hmm. And you regain sight. It's about a half an hour after looking through all of the feeds. It's walking down the hallways that you take, heading to Targon's lab.
Looks like it's heading for Targon's lab.
That sounds problematic.
What could it be going there for?
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Bam asking. Did we or did we not bring Vic's body with us here?
No.
Wait, I
Left
thought we
it in the
did.
lab.
we did, yeah.
Not to the med bay. You didn't carry it with you to the med bay. You left it at Targon's
Yeah.
lab.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
feel like I would have wanted to take it. But, I mean, happened. Can I scrub forward through the footage to see if there's footage of it leaving?
Leaving the med bay or the hall?
Leaving Targon's lab.
Yes. As you follow the cameras and head to Targon's lab, the first thing you see is a sight of destruction in the room. Lab equipment destroyed. You do find that point right before, as you see on the screen, the ooze kind of molds into the frame itself, animating it.
So we have Zombie Vic.
Yep. We have Perma Rage Zombie Vic.
I don't like this.
Galen is gonna show the screen to the others.
That can't be
It's
good.
taken over Vic's body. Why?
I don't know.
How is that even possible?
Maybe
Should I-
whatever connection I had with him or with the body, maybe he felt it too. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it is you, right? Technically,
Kind of.
came
But
from
not-
you.
Yeah.
Can I scrub through the footage again to up to the present? Like, where is it now?
As you look through, trying to find just signs of the form of Vic, you notice that there is damage throughout Sector 2. The walls broken and busted. Giant dents in the walls. Eventually, you find your way back to the mutated rat room. You watch as the form of Vic, lashing out violently across the room, unrelenting, breaking walls, eventually standing there to hold. Unmoving. At the center of the room.
That's up until the live feed too.
Yep. When he entered the
stopped.
room, it was a few hours, like a few hours, and he's been standing there for about 6. It was
Does
just
he
the
look
initial
powered?
entrance to the room was the damage being done.
Does he look like deactivated or just still?
Standing at the ready.
Okay. I think we should go and see what's going on. But we'll probably need that neutralizing agent from Tana.
How soon can it be ready?
Not 100% sure. I gotta run some tests in a couple hours. I need to figure out what the hell happened in the first place.
Right. I guess. Till then, we should prepare. We have to fight him. I don't want to think about destroying Vic's body.
With any luck, we won't have to.
This is so messed up. everything that was weird about Alpha recently, is that now contained within that? You shouted out a name as well. Von
Yeah.
something something.
Von Holzer. Yeah.
Can I run a history check, see if I recognize it?
The name?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check. 21. The name Von Holzer. You take a moment, and in the short amount of time or the books that you've been allowed, it doesn't come up until you remember there was a group. There's been a few groups that wandered into your neck of the woods when it was just you and the hag. People carrying around badges to show their affiliation to the Von Holzer Adventuring Hall. You found documents and paper as one being part of the Arcanum Progressus, more specifically known as Senia von Holzer's Arcanum Progressus. A giant archivist tower at the center of Oxbrun.
Would I know that there's a connection to Vic there?
Vic would have never mentioned her.
Yeah, I don't think you would know any connection with Vic. With your history check, you know at least the name, but the significance between Vic and Senia von Holzer, or von Holzer, you're not sure.
Wait, was I there to hear that outburst, or did I hear it for the first time now?
I heard it for the first time now.
I believe you were in the room. You were when you lashed out.
He was working on his weapon
Yeah.
when the three of us
He
were
was focused.
in the rat
Oh
room.
yeah, you were. Yeah, they left you at the.
Yeah, we were in the rat room.
Yeah, that's the first time you've heard them say von Holzer.
Wait, what name?
Just Von Holzer. Katrina said she had something to do with something on Hernios, or on
Regnum.
Deals.
Regnum, Zeals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yes, she does.
I've never been there, so I don't know why I would say that name.
Kalen's gonna roll. Can I roll insight to see if he's lying, telling the truth?
Yeah. Alpha, you can go ahead, either roll a deception or a persuasion if you want to be
Okay.
deceitful or honest. Seems to be. It's hard to tell, given
Okay,
little
so Kalen-
information that you
Kalen-
have. Go ahead.
So Caitlin definitely believes him.
Yeah.
Where might you have heard that name before?
That's the thing. I don't know. There's been a lot that I haven't been able to explain ever since I first saw Vic. Even Nuke was saying that the first time that I saw him, my form shifted slightly, but there's just been this connection with him that I haven't been able to shake. And I was meaning to ask you about it before, but you were so focused on your task, I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, at this point, can I roll something to see if I connect the dots?
Go ahead and roll a history. Or just roll a straight intelligence check, actually.
Okay.
The picture is fuzzy, but it doesn't hit you right away. But eventually you start to piece it. There's pieces that are starting to fit together. The lack of history of Alpha. His short life. There's too many coincidences.
Kalen's gonna move slowly towards Alpha and sort of look at him more closely.
I don't move, but you can see that he's still feeling weary and tired.
Vic, is that you?
No. Alpha. I just kind of look past him to Targan. Did you give him the right medicine?
No. Listen. After Vic died, you appeared in Targon's lab hours later with no memory from before. You've had clear ties to Vic. You felt like you knew him or were connected to him. Your other version of yourself has just sought him out, his body out, and inhabited it. And gone to the place where Vic died. There are too many coincidences. It can't be chance. When you were enraged, you yelled out a name of someone on the planet where Vic is from, where I'm from.
Oh shit.
It's from the other corner. I don't understand how that's possible, though.
Nor do I, but there's too many things lining up. Can't ignore them as coincidences. Only just realized. Amazed it took me so long. Why can you not remember anything?
I don't know. I wish I could. Like I said when I first met you, I mean, you and Medea especially, I didn't know who you were, but you seemed friendly. I knew you were friendly. Nuke as well. I just didn't know why any of this has happened, but
Kalen looks very conflicted. And then he sort of snaps himself out of it. We'll have to make sure to get Vic's body back. Don't know. From there, we'll have to see.
all right.
Did anybody mention Arcanium progresses out loud there when, like, in relation to Von Holzer? Or was that
Katrina
just
would
me?
have. Katrina would have yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Harlan, didn't you say you were following Arcanium progresses?
Not so much following them, but they've been researching, taking accounts of those that seem to have been changed, shifted, not from this world. They were the leaders in collecting this information.
And you know this Von Holzer?
I met Senia a few times before her passing, yes.
What of her? I mean, She a good guy, bad guy, neutral?
I would say she was one of the best of us. Through all of the trials that she went through, from her origins to the foundations set in place in Oxbrun, setting up Arcan and Progressis. She has gone through a lot. Been through the adversity. And yet still she made a society dedicated to the educating of anyone that seeks it. That still is instilled in all people of Oxbrun to this day.
Well, when Alpha shouted her name, it was pretty aggressive. I mean, he sounded pretty pissed. Right? Did anybody else pick up on that? He sounded pretty aggressive. Oh, no, sir.
I don't remember much of it, honestly. I kind of look at Katrina.
Trina, you were there.
It was quite aggressive, yes.
Almost like, I don't know, she had like, I don't know, pissed in your cornflakes or something. It was like an enemy? Maybe?
I mean, possibly.
Oh my god, I'm so confused. So, we think Alpha is linked with... Is Vic linked with Vic?
I mean...
Alpha... Wait, does Vic hate Von Helser?
I look at Kaelin.
Don't know of any connection between the two. Vic didn't talk much about his past. What I'm insinuating is, in whatever form Alpha is, never became a Vic after he died. Don't know for sure yet. Strong possibility.
Just before, when we met with Archon, just before I told you to leave, or just after you left, Nuke, Archon said that Vic was part of the Ebon Guard. And they have very colorful past with the ruling class of Pernios.
Colorful.
Yes.
Can you be more specific?
Well, the Ebon Guard was a design, well, specifically that type of Forgeborn. That was it was a project that Archon, myself, was working on a long time ago. And we were trying not to give them that much detail in Pernios. Given the technology, they wouldn't be able to control it. Though the story of the Toxlamosis and Nuke, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oof.
Hard to tell, but something about the word Toxlamosis kind of stands out slightly. Katrina, you can go ahead and roll a history for that one as well.
Alright. Where is that?
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah.
it's almost a 20.
I'm hanging out.
Samesies.
Yeah. Just something about it stands out, but you're not 100% sure if you follow. But during that time, they were given schematics and were provided by a plight on this universe, using tools necessary for their ultimate goal: domination. And individuals that wanted more power created a very sophisticated god. Wars were waged. It led to millions of deaths across the continent. And with the amount of Ebengard that were provided or created at that time, could have been way worse had there not been any intervention. I tend to trust Archon when it comes to matters of Forgeborn. And if he said that Vic was one of those fated Ebengard, then I would have to agree. They were brutal. They killed thousands of people in one night. He kind of like leans back in his chair. Kind of looks over at Alpha.
Alpha, for the majority of that conversation, he was listening in and paying very close attention to what was being said. But as he got into more and more like detail on what they did, what they were for, he was slowly like backing further and further away from those that he now calls friends, just in case something happens again. But he's trying to separate himself from the group.
Mm-hmm.
You can see definitely like anxiety and a fear in his eyes of what he's saying. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Vic didn't either. Oh, you won't.
Maybe, all that aggression is no longer in you. Maybe all of it is in that thing.
If that's the case, then we need to stop it.
I'm just gonna say this out loud. I don't want to fight Vic. Or
I don't think any of
what
us do.
looks like Vic. What's the chances of just going in and talking it out?
I don't know. Maybe whatever connection I had with Vic, this thing feels it too, and maybe we can talk it out over that, but depends on what memories he has. Some of the things I've seen that I can't explain. If that's what he remembers, it won't be that easy.
Maybe, I don't, maybe he recognizes Kaylin?
Maybe.
I guess me?
I mean, if I did, maybe he does too. And that's, I kind of point to the tablet again. That's the last place you were all together, right?
So what I'm hearing is I should stand at the back.
Not at front. I call it. Kaylin, I vote you go first. I mean, you knew him longer, right? So it only makes sense.
Of course. Confront him alone at first.
Wait, just. I mean, I was going to follow close by, but you think going in on your own first?
I left him. It's my responsibility. Possible to see him returned.
I mean, we all left him, technically. Or he stayed. Perspective. Let's not dwell on that. Well...
Regardless. Perhaps simply one familiar face will be less threatening than...
Perhaps. Like, how angry could he really be?
How much did I hurt you?
Let's not talk about that. And it's
he didn't go
pretend.
apeshit.
Let's just pretend I didn't almost fall over immediately. And yeah.
And I held your
Let's
own
take
though
this-
as well.
For one hit.
Yeah.
Let's take this one step at a time then.
So we're doing this now? I mean, we're supposed to be back at fucking the hangar in a couple of hours, so
We also need to wait for this serum that Tanner's making,
True.
if it even works.
Let's
Does-
just pretend it
does any-
does.
Does anybody have anything to help me wake up a little bit more? That thing took a lot out of me.
I walk over and I boop him once with the lay on hands. That's all I got, buddy.
I don't know what lay on hands does.
Receive 1 hit point.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Thanks.
I give you a thumbs up.
Not certain that did much, but thanks.
It was more of an emotional support boop.
Also, I'm fairly sure that the ship wasn't supposed to come back till this evening.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
right.
We still have some time before that. We have a couple hours before serum's ready.
Well, we have to find a way to sneak over there without being spotted too, so...
Oh shit. Wasn't Kaylin's cure in the lab that's now destroyed?
No, the cure's here.
Oh. Whew. Panic.
Though synthesizing more would be a bit problematic now, considering I lost all of my lab equipment. I only have one shot at this. And I would very much prefer if Kaylin finds his way on the machines every night. It might not work if he's not.
Maybe we start with going to the lab. Salvage what we can from there. Bring it back. Will the serum be ready by then? I don't know what to call it.
No, the serum's
Anti-alpha
fine. It's
serum?
just
No,
making more will
Not
be a
that serum.
problem.
No, not that
Right.
serum.
Which one?
The one for alpha, or for the other alpha.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll be able to take care of it. It should... I mean, I have everything here that I can use. It shouldn't be too much. I just need to finish analyzing. See what caused it to react in the way it did.
Okay. Let me clarify. What I'm proposing is that we go to the lab, collect what we can that hasn't been destroyed, bring it back, and will Tanner's serum be ready by the time we get back?
I mean, depending upon how much you're able to carry. I'll have about 4 hours. I would say realistically, minimum. Give or take, we'll see what happens from there. It could be 4 hours, it could be tomorrow. Maybe if I had a little bit more to go on. The thing is, your composition is, strange.
I'm aware. Yeah, I know. When we scanned it earlier, nothing at all came up in the system. So, not certain that anything on Tenebris is quite like me.
I mean, if it was organic, then it would have detected it, but you're not made of organic material, so
At least we know that.
yeah, well, be it natural or synthetic, still, that does not narrow it down in any point. So cross-referencing your material is going to be a bit.
We trust that ship is coming back with Medea at the time on the manifest.
Your noise gate is very strong. It feels like it's cutting out before you finish your sentences.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
I said, how sure are we that Medea is coming back on the ship, as according to the manifest?
Well, I thought she was, but I mean, Katrina kind of laughed at when I said it out loud. She was like, they can easily fudge those itineraries.
Exactly.
I mean, thinking about it even more, there could be like a relay or like that planet that they went to. Perhaps everybody or more people were waiting there and it was just a stop off. So none of them might come back. Plus, it's going to be pretty difficult to get back in there again with people looking for us.
Assuming you don't have a
Those-
disguise for it.
Well, I got a disguise. I've got a spare kit, but in case you hadn't noticed, Alpha is a bit unique. We could try that trick again, though. We just need a bath, or a basin, or a bucket.
True.
I apologize. You were saying, Kaelin?
I've got plenty of things I can continue to work on. We want to wait until Anna is done analyzing and figuring out if we can neutralize it. We can keep an eye on X body for now. And perhaps the landing pad. I'm not sure what to do at this point. We're so in the dark.
My main concern, especially heading over to the hangar, is not... It's not Alpha that I'm worried about. It's Kalen. Lady S'mores has been on the news constantly. There's been more and more speculation around the reappearance of a once thought to be savior of Tenebrae Station, now turncoat, traitor, one that banished hundreds to death.
Well, that's not me.
It may not be you, but how you present is what everyone sees, and that is identical.
Spent my life being looked at like a monster. Used to it.
Yes, but in this case, at least now, you're the prime suspect. It's not simply being looked as a monster. There might be legal actions tied to it. Interrogations, investigations. They might have you confined for some time.
Perhaps I should just hide away then.
I mean, I'm not really sure. Our options are limited now that we're all being searched for, really. Or at least we're on high alert for us. Would it ever have been mentioned at some point last session about the ship that's in Sector 3?
You're not 100% sure if it's in Sector 3. You do know that it's further in, but...
Well, Alpha doesn't. That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking.
I don't think anyone mentioned that there was the ship in
Okay.
Sector 3, but the reason was given a long time ago. I mean, Kalen said a few days that there was a ship that could be found further in, as it was giving a low level ping.
Right. It does kind of feel like all that we can really do is wait. See what Tanner finds, if anything. Has Vic or the body of Vic moved at all? Or is he still just standing waiting?
Just standing there. Seems as though it's not moved an inch.
Doesn't seem like he's going anywhere.
Again, just just to reiterate myself, just to be sure, my only concern is if Kalen finds himself captured and interrogated. Food for thought.
Then we just
may
make
not
sure
be
that doesn't happen.
advised. But there's a chance.
You're welcome to this. I slide a disguise kit across the floor. It may
Try
help.
this, guys. Yeah.
I do agree with a no stone unturned approach to things. But it's risky heading back to the hangars if that is your intention. If you do, just be careful.
I feel like that's not really an option now, though. As much as I'd like to be sure. Katrina is right that they could have just adjusted the manifest and the plan. I think going anywhere outside of well, going anywhere that there's other people at this point would be not a good plan.
I just don't think it would be wise to put Kaylin at risk for something that might happen. It's not guaranteed that the one you seek is there. But if you still want to go, I'll go.
You're being searched for as well, though. As am I, as is Nuke. Maybe not as much as Datus Morris. But we all are.
Mm-hmm.
They see any of us. Well, you know.
I understand. It would not be ideal.
I think maybe we just wait then. Look over at Tanner and wait and see what that brings. Keep an eye on him. Don't know what else there is to do.
Do we think we could access the CCTV in the hangar? I mean, what would we have to do?
From here, no. That's not an option.
I mean, Kaylin did plug into it when we were there. Is it saved somewhere?
Unless there was a
Accessible
direct
through the
connection
tablet?
from there. Connections need to be made on site for me to have some kind of access.
Can I download the access keys for Section 2?
For Section 2, yes, you do.
And the hangar is in Section 2.
No.
No.
The hangar.
Section 2 is the rat
Oban.
room.
Yeah, the hangar that they're talking about would be the one in District of Oban.
Oh, okay.
He does hesitate. There is a third option. I can disguise two of you.
Go on.
Though it drains me quite a lot. I won't be much help afterwards.
couldn't.
This is Tanner talking?
No, this is
Harlan.
Harland.
Harland. Gotcha. Okay.
Tanner sounds like this.
Right. I just felt that Harland was here. I keep
This is
forgetting
fine.
he exists.
Poor Harland.
It's all right. Understandable. But again, if it's something that you want to entertain, I can provide disguises, at least temporarily, though everything of my being would be shut down. Sometime.
Even if we did go about that way, it still wouldn't be until this evening, late afternoon. Keep it in your back pocket for now. Would it even work with me? This disguising that you have.
And at that point, you see him split into two. His body kind of like separating from one another, dropping the half-orc veil, now revealing the obsidian stone, the red light that glows and kind of floats through his form. The illusions that I'm gifted with can mask even the most strange forms.
Because maybe I'm reaching here, but what if instead of Katrina looking like Katrina when we went to see Vic, what if she looked like Medea? Then there's 3 that he may know. He's better than 2, right?
No offense. I don't exactly know how your friend would sound. So while I may look like them, I don't think I could really get away with that too long.
Well, with any luck, you wouldn't have to. Just a thought. Or we can save it to try to go to the hangar, but even that's risky. Regardless, there's not much we can do until Tanner's ready.
I'd rather not try to trick Vic. That rhymes. Just in case. I mean, if he picks up on any deception, we may burn bridges to talking it out.
Fair.
Plus, there is 2 of us here, so I mean, if it's going to work,
True.
it should work with just the 2 of us. But good idea all the same. Let's put that in your back pocket.
All right.
Didn't realize he had pockets.
Well, I mean, any of me is a pocket, really.
That's
Well,
not better.
while we wait, I'm going to get to work.
I'm famished. All this talking, thinking. Tanner, did you pick up those rations?
Yeah, I managed to bring a couple. And he lays out
Awesome.
total of 10. I think this was all I really had left. I did bring a couple of my equipment. I'll be able to make you some health serums, but not really much else. My resources was not really many people needed it.
It was pretty good, to be honest. I'm running a bit low on food, so
I've just been mooching off of him, so.
He does lay out 10 rations. And I did manage to get and he pulls up his credit chip. I did manage to bring the rest of what I had left right now. I have 10K. So
Nuke's eyes light up.
I was gonna say, how much was on the one that Nuke found?
6,900. Wait, so you're
I've got
gonna
like 5.
give us 10,000?
I mean, it's not going to really matter anymore if I'm leaving the ship, right?
Good point. That's a good point. I mean, with that 10,000, I've got 6,900 here. That's
I've got 5.
oh shit.
We're close, aren't we?
We're like
You see him like counting tendrils until there ends up being like 16 on one hand.
we're like, I don't know, 4,000 off. What did he say? 25K, right? Right?
I don't know.
You're the
I
only
think
one that
so.
would know.
I have no
wasn't
idea.
Oh, fucking idiot! Why did you leave me?
Your own bud.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 25K.
Confidence is overwhelming.
Yeah. Wait, but we could just rob a ship though as well, right? Isn't there like a ship? We think there's a ship inland a bit.
From what I found out a few days ago, there was a ship that was still active, possibly further in the containment sector. Seems as though there's a personal craft.
I mean, how difficult could it be to make 4,000, right? Maybe it's just easier to just get that, go and just purchase it legally.
Perhaps. I kind of walk over to Kalen and whatever he's working on. Is there something I can do to help?
Right now, I don't think so. Simply need to work.
Right. Just slinks back. I'm gonna try to rest a bit more then. If anything happens, let me know.
All of this waiting around. Oh, it's so tiring. We could go look for Targan's wife, but Vic is like fucking standing there menacingly. in the way.
Exactly. Yeah. Kind of need to do this one step at a time.
Or all at once.
Or all at once, yeah. But need what Targan's working on first, I think.
Oh, I have nothing to do right now, to be honest.
Tanner, what Tanner's working on.
I mean, it's okay. Ervin's gonna be working on some things too now, so don't worry.
Damn it! We are not going over what happened yesterday. I'm are hard, alright, man?
For those that don't know, Worms Return, Serious Whimsy's channel. Go check it out. That's what we're talking about. Go follow.
God damn it.
So, the plan.
Wait, we have a plan? That's
think-
first.
That's
the
the
plan
question.
currently is wait till Tanner is ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody for me, high or low.
Oh,
Nuke.
that's Nuke.
Hi.
Hi, Nuke.
Who's going to
Hi.
roll?
I'll call it. Somebody else roll it.
Fuck. Okay. I'll roll it.
Oh
Already
shit.
did.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Maybe it only works if I call it and roll it.
I think that's how it works.
Okay, we know for future.
Yep.
Wait, so sorry. That was, who called? Who rolled? What was the call?
Nuke called.
I said higher,
yeah,
Hi.
and I rolled.
and it was
Dirty.
low.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, as Tanner works. Shit. Man, if I had some more to go on, I don't know where to look. It's not, I mean, it's not organic material, but it's showing some type of, I don't know, it's hard to tell, it's hard to pinpoint. I wish I had more to go on. You know, what are you made of? As he looks over at Alpha.
That's what we've been trying to figure out, isn't it?
All right, well, what do we know? Is there anything? Are we going on the assumption that he's Vic? Maybe something. Is there something with Vic that might give us a direction?
I mean, you guys were saying that he was part of the Ebon Guard. Whatever that means. Whatever good thing that might mean.
Actually, Sleepy, as much as I would hate to go speak with this individual, would this individual perhaps know?
I mean, possibly.
I think, as much as I am not looking forward to speaking with them, perhaps Archon may have your answer.
I was waiting for it! I mean, I've never met Archon.
Oh, he's a delight.
An
From what you
absolute
said.
delight.
He doesn't sound like a very pleasant person.
Nah, a bit of a break.
That's putting it lightly. But he'll have answers.
Well, he'd tell them to us. I look directly at Harland when I say that.
I'm not sure.
It's better than guessing. We can guess all day, all week. If he's got the answer, we'll pry it from him.
Right.
So, are we going to call him or call to him?
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, we have called him before, haven't we?
Well, then you have a means of doing so. Good luck.
He wasn't too fond of us last time, though. You kind of blew him off a little bit.
He'll
Wait,
be
wait.
more fond of
Wait, what?
you than I. Unless you want me to call and see how that goes.
Do you think he'd find it awkward?
No, it's more likely he'll hang up on me.
Oh. Well, maybe we should face-to-face him then.
Do you want to risk going into town? Quote unquote.
Good point.
That is the other risk.
Plus, the last time I went there, they took all my credits. I'm still pissed over that. Fucking bastards.
Let's not risk any more credits. You've got a means of calling him. We may as well do that.
Oh, actually, talking about credits, so, am I just gonna, like, hold all these credits, or are three of us gonna, I mean, do you guys want to give me your credits and I just hold on to everything? Or...
Let's not put them all with one individual at this time.
Right.
Nuke red light district session.
God damn it. We'll never see our
spin-off.
credits
Just
again.
gambles it all away.
we have a spin-off show on Sundays.
Nuke's just rolling.
Higher or lower.
High or low?
All right. I mean,
If anyone's
Guess we
gonna know
try
anything
calling.
about the avant-garde.
Fuck it, let's just call him then. I really don't want to talk. In fact, I don't even think he likes me anyway. Fuck it.
I don't remember who he was fond of when we did call.
Well, this is great.
Well, let's see if he even answers first.
All right. So, I think you guys know the routine. High or low?
Of course.
I'd roll it this time, man. Let's go low. No, let's go high.
High it
God
is.
damn it.
Go ahead and roll.
Why did I change? Never change, dude.
No response.
Is there another number we can call?
For
Unless he-
Archon?
Yeah,
Yep.
Damn knows, but Damn knows who'd have all the answers.
I'm gonna whisper DM. One sec.
I'm getting whispered right now.
Wait, we do only have one number for this guy, right?
Not him.
There could be other things.
I'm confused. IRL.
History check.
Oh boy.
Who's the check?
That's me. Oh.
I don't know.
Long, long ago, Katrina. You're not even sure if it's still active.
I might have a number, but I'm not sure if it'll work. It's been a very long time.
It's worth a shot, right?
Yeah. I guess I'll plug in the number.
Okay. As this is yours, high or low?
I'm gonna go with low. Damn it!
You dial, and it rings for a bit. Eventually, the call answers. Who is this calling me on this number?
Do I recognize the voice?
You absolutely do.
God damn it. There's a sigh before a response. Didn't think I'd have to call you about this, but here we are.
Line goes silent. Doesn't
Look, I know it's been a long time, but this is important.
say what you need to say.
What you say?
Okay, I look towards the others. What's your questions about Vic?
What the fuck is he?
Okay.
Of
well,
course. Fucking of course. You would be with them.
Hi. It's me.
Get on with it.
Is this all audio or is it video as well?
He didn't activate video.
Okay. But can he see us?
It would have to be confirmed if video was to be.
I'll turn on video and
Gotcha.
point towards Alpha.
Oh God. That's why I was at. Okay. I'm
What
like
is
off
he?
in a corner. Yeah.
How am I supposed to fucking know? I've never seen a creature of his kind.
Well, long story short, this creature somehow knows about what was the group name again?
Arcane
Progresses.
Progresses.
Arkham and Progressus, and he's never been on that continent.
And its significance. You're calling me for something. Arcanum progresses.
We think this has something to do with Vic, but we don't know how or why. God damn it.
You need to be more specific. You do see as you see him trying to search, but not like as hard as he could be. He's more distracted by your presence than anything.
Alpha,
Well-
I need you to describe the symptoms.
I kind of like move forward closer to the screen. I'm not sure how to explain it. And it started with, I guess, visions. What felt like memories. But they couldn't have been mine. And just a feeling that I was somehow connected to Vic's body. I couldn't. There was no way to know how. And I'm only insert X amount of days old. How could I be related to anything?
And when did your Ebon God friend die?
From what Caitlin was saying, just before I appeared. A few hours before.
And you do see you see his eyes kind of like searching and then looking at the screen. Kind of fixated on one point.
It's also strange. There are times when I'm fighting that my my arms, they kind of turn into, and I try to make it happen without raging, and it kind of forms the hammers, but they're very gloopy and drippy and whatnot. They're not solid. Apparently they resemble something he once wielded.
You're a byproduct. And you do see as his demeanor kind of softens, not really paying attention to Katrina at this point. You're interesting. You see him lean forward.
I gathered that. But why am I interesting? You know what I am.
Possibly. I helped create the cores that made up the Ebengard. They were prototypes.
What?
It was a long time ago.
Also, I'm pretty sure we knew that.
Don't believe Kaylin was there.
Kaylin was not there.
No, he wasn't. Oh, right. Yeah.
Do I hear that? Because I'm off working on...
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Sure.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Galen stops what he's doing. Pays attention.
When I heard that my technology was taken and utilized down on Zeals, their versions were imperfect. But for it to morph in such a way... Have you seen this once before? Is this something that is commonplace on Zeals now?
I look at Kaelin. I've never been there, but
I believe the Ebengard were completely unique. Galen walks over.
Oh my god.
Saying you built that course.
I devised the original schematic, yes. But they never did this.
Is it possible?
I mean, I suppose so. Given my original design was merely a schematic, code of sorts. They were never meant to emulate sentience. We're not one to play God here, so it's a little more laxed down on Zeals. Do you have means of testing? what?
Testing what?
Your friend here. Chemical
Well,
compositions.
when I first arrived, we tried, but nothing came up.
You were probably looking for something organic.
Seems to be the running thought. think we're working on something now as well.
What was inside the cores?
If anything, it should be a derivative of Verolium.
I look at Vic. Well, the other Vic. Alpha.
Alpha.
So does Kalen.
And what sort of a reaction would it have when exposed to, say, various potions or injections?
Well, anything such as that, if there's any type of magical composition to it. Verolium still carries the properties of cerulecyte and einvium. So I would assume there would be some kind of amplification.
Increasing duration?
Possibly.
I don't know what any of this means.
I think what he is saying is you are made of just that, which is why the injection reacted the way it did to you.
Okay.
You're like a walking magical battery.
I see. He just like steps away from the screen slightly, just thinking about what everything was just said.
And if perhaps an injection had been applied and the process unable to stop, well, left to run for, let's say theoretically 2 days, what would be a potential means of, well, nullifying it?
I mean, there's means of neutralization, but you could always let it run its course and see what happens without extensive testing. It's all speculation. Never come across Verolium that was able to keep form such as this one. Again, has this ever occurred on Zeals at any point? Is there any history? I haven't kept up.
Who do you want to make the history roll?
I would say the closest one to anybody with the information, Kalen.
Caitlin, yeah. Ooh.
Woohoo!
Nice.
What a waste.
Remember when you first arrived on Tenebre Station?
Yup.
There were cores, or at least a core.
Yep.
Very
Yes, there
similar.
was. Okay. Kalen is his eyes are gonna bulge. And he's gonna just think of how to phrase it. No, I've never heard of anything happening on Zeals, but when we first arrived, God, there was another similar unit to Vic. When it attacked us, and when we defeated it, Verolium in its core did the same. We didn't see where it went, but he turns to Alpha. Really is Vic. Really him.
I just don't remember anything.
So sorry.
done nothing wrong. Archon, if we saw... How do I explain this? There was a part of me that escaped last night. It's currently... It appears to be inhabiting Vic's form. Do you know of a way to neutralize it quickly without causing damage to his form?
High or low?
What did Nuke say last time? It was last time she said high, so I'll go low. God damn it. Have they all been wrong today?
A lot of them, except the first one.
Maybe like one, yeah. I think I would have to do some testing. But it shouldn't take me too long. I guess.
Look over it. I look over at Tanner. Knowing that I'm Verolium, whatever that is, does that help? That speed up what you're trying to do as well?
I mean, if the person that invented this technology if he's helping. Katrina.
Hello.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Damn it.
What?
What?
Everybody go ahead and roll a perception check.
Mine's a disadvantage, right? Because I'm... exhausted, so...
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
All right.
Oh, that was advantage. Oh, hold on. Disadvantage was 3 less than that, so 13.
Still beat it.
Okay. As you all have a side conversation, or at least conversating with Tanner, Katrina, as you lean forward just to get your voice, what do you say?
Archon, you trusted me last time. I need you to do it once more. Things are progressing on the station. You need to go. ASAP. I don't know entirely what is happening, but I don't believe staying here is advised.
I guess it was foolish of me to think that I would be rid of all of you. Let me get my things. I'll be right there.
What do you know of that's happening?
Fuck.
And that, we'll take our first break.
Okay.
Or our only break.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is fine.
As Archon hangs up the call to gather his things to make his way to the med bay.
It's going to be a busy med bay pretty soon here.
More and more questions start to appear. And we'll go ahead and return there in a bit.
All right.
Oh boy.
You guys
So, we'll go ahead and AFK everybody. We'll have 10 minutes, and then we'll return at 2:05 or 3:05 for some of you, or fucking late.
something 05.
Yeah,
Really
something
late.
05. But yeah, we'll return then.
See you guys soon.
Stand up, stretch, empty the jars, whatever you need to
Make
do.
some chicken wings.
Make some
Gotcha.
chicken wings. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. All those things. We'll be back.
What? Ugh.
Thank you guys for hanging out today. We are not done. We're just gonna take a quick break. Stand up, stretch, do your thing. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit. Turn on the fan to get some circulation in this room. I close off everything to kind of make the sound a lot better. Hopefully, it does sound okay on your end. I've been having a bit of balancing issues, so hopefully it hasn't been too bad. Again, give me a moment. I will be right back. boy, oh boy. What a session. Lots of lore, lots of choices to be had, and so many branching paths that they could possibly go on. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited to see where we go. For those that would like to join us, not on this session, but just D&D in general, !Discord will take you to the Discord, and, well, guess what? We play D&D as a community every week, or when they are posted, you can join the sessions. You will know in a week in advance. Once you use your channel points to join in with up to 5 or 4 other players, you'll be able to have some D&D. So if you ever just want to hop in a session that has persistent characters but no real need for commitment, this might be for you. So we'll see what happens. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. I hope you've been having a good one. It's a lot of lore, and I'm here for it. These are one of my favorite sessions. Yeah, it's just a break. Welcome in. We still have more to go. Halfway mark, we are deciding. We are currently deciding what to do next. Let's see, hold on. Teehee. Teehee. And welcome in, Hidden. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, first half is completed. We just had some revelations. They are slowly discovering that Alpha is the residual Viralium of the previous character, Vic 32. And they're trying to sort that out, which is it's a lot. It is a lot. We'll see how it happens. What happens though? It's pretty exciting stuff. I think the sessions have been going so wonderfully. Everything is coming to a head, and yeah, I mean, they're very close. It seems like they're right there. Though they get roadblocked a lot. Lots of roadblocking. They think that they're very close, and then shit happens, and then they have to deal with it, and then they get closer, and then shit happens, and then they get closer. You know, it's the vicious cycle. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. Hello? Are we all back now?
Hello.
Hello!
Hi.
Si, señor.
Oh boy. Are you guys ready? I mean, I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah, I've
This is
just
fine.
been thinking about it. Interesting.
What shall I do? Hold on. I must do this real quick. once everybody comes back from AFK, we'll go ahead and start the second half of this session.
I have returned.
All right.
Hey.
Excellent. Well,
I'm fucking hyped.
As new information arises, the once aloof Archon, seeing that he can't break from the cycle that he has been set upon from centuries past, hangs up to gather his things and join you in the medbay. Your motley crew is growing. In the meantime, while you wait, is there anything you would like to accomplish, or shall we jump straight to him arriving? As you are pushing, it's a little further in. Morning has already set. You're pushing about afternoon. It's a little earlier than afternoon, or a little early into the afternoon, about 12:30-ish. 5.5
Nuke's
hours.
after.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Nuke's after pocketing 2 rations out of what, 10?
The 10, yes.
Yeah. Beyond that, yeah, he's probably just sitting around waiting.
Okay.
Alpha is anything but sitting. He's like he's nervous, afraid of what he's gonna find out, and just like kind of pacing or sloshing back and forth across the room.
Yeah. Okay.
Kalen's just working, but is obviously distracted.
And Katrina.
I'm just keeping my distance.
Okay. It takes a bit. But eventually, the door slides open. And a Archon stands there, the tiefling that you met once before. Very familiar to you, Katrina. Hasn't changed since the day you met him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at everyone. But his eye once again his eyes catch on to Kalen for the first. So this must be the imposter that's been causing a bit of havoc in the district of Oban.
Well, I'm not trying to be an imposter of anyone.
But still, causing a bit of a mess, a ruckus, if you will. Your eyes, though. They may be the same, but the way you carry yourself, I can tell that you're definitely not that bastard.
Well, I would tell you if you asked.
He walks over to Alpha. Well, looking at you not through a monitor now, you definitely do resemble that of Verolium. Though structurally it's a little different. It being able to maintain form, and he does poke you and prod you a bit. Interesting.
I can hold a basic form, but it's not the cleanest per se.
Have you tried?
I mean, and I kind of shift into just a generic human shape. It's still like drippy and whatnot off the sides, but
Go ahead and make a Constitution check.
oh god. Okay. Is this still disadvantage 'cause I'm exhausted?
All checks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to maintain. But
I mean, something like this is kind of easy, but if I try to get more complicated, like Keelan or even Nuke, it's difficult.
still, it's impressive.
You not seen anything like this before?
No, not in my technology, no.
I see.
Must have been their mishandling of my tech. Guess it was above their knowledge. You do see as he's a bit smug at his handiwork.
I'm Alpha, by the way. I don't think we've met. Not in person, anyways.
He extends a hand. Archon.
Just slaps and like goes around his hand.
Oh god.
Does it leave residue?
Probably. Just
Okay.
like just not really like a just like a light film, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You do see as he pulls a bit of a vial out. He scoops it up. Oh. You see him snap his fingers and what looked to be a vivid light kind of sparks. And then it gets really bright. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Jesus.
boy.
This is fine.
Are saves disadvantage as well? No.
Saves, no, not for exhaustion level 1.
Hey.
You're on private chats.
I realize that. Yep.
Just to reveal it.
I revealed everyone. There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. Everybody that beat a 15, you managed to like stave off you have like the little white spots in your eyes. Though anyone under 15, you find yourself a bit blinded for a brief moment before it comes to. Huh. Interesting. You are unmistakably some derivative of Aurelian.
All right.
This might
What was
play into your
the-
favor.
Oh. Okay. Can you be more specific?
Well, building extra precaution into devices such as the Forgeborn, ours, never had any soul to them. They had no sentience. It was by design. However, their structures unmistakably, like your old friend or you, had means of subduing. And, well, if we're dealing with a form such as your original, I might actually be able to stop it. At least temporarily. If that's the route we would want to go.
Without damaging him.
The frame, no. However, the core itself, That is a different story. If your goal is to simply protect the frame, that is something that I can do. And he pulls out a small disc. It's easily done. But what is the goal?
To bring Vic back. Give Alpha his memories.
So you care not of what resides inside the frame?
That was... Well, I mean, what's in there now? It was kind of part of me. It's difficult to explain. Kind of just point to Tanner. Maybe he can explain it better.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. This is out of my realm of knowledge.
Well, I took something he gave me, and it kind of did more than we thought, and it kind of split into that, I think.
Well, it is a bit of what things of Verolium, Einvium, and the base material, Cerulicite, have in common. They tend to amplify certain attributes, especially of magical property. Verolium, be it a byproduct, still holds some of that property.
All right.
I think the short answer is we don't want to harm his body or the part of him that inhabits it.
Well, then that proves a bit more challenge. Huh.
Do you... If I was part of Vic, is it his memories that I'm seeing sometimes?
Well, considering that your connections, it would safe to assume that any memory not your own could possibly be related to a past life, Vic's memories. Is there anything that you can recall vividly?
Hang on, let me think. What was the one that we said before? There was one thing.
That sense of failure?
Yeah, just an immense sense of failure, mostly. There was once when trying to dull an attack on a friend that I saw something, but I can't really piece it together.
And these were not your own?
They couldn't have been. I mean, I've only been alive for just over a week. I can remember everything up to that point. Or, yeah, after that. After that, I guess.
And was there anything of recent doing that would create such feelings of regret, failure, assuming it held until the last moment? Maybe
kind of
he's
just look
passing.
over it. I kind of look over at Katrina. I mean, I did hit her.
Quite hard.
Apparently I said something about von Holzer. But I don't know what. I don't know.
Coincidences are very much a son of a bitch. Well, I guess no matter how hard I tried, I always was gonna find my way back here.
You're trying to say that you keep trying to get out and they keep pulling you back in.
Oh, God.
You went there.
Yep. Well. It makes sense. The Ebengard were used to great success, though some less than others. Your friend Vic, being of Ebengard, is unmistakable. I knew it as soon as I saw his frame. Used for such barbaric reasons, rather than the peacekeepers that they were meant to be. If his connections were... Go ahead, sorry.
Can we get him back?
It's too soon to tell. Getting the frame back, sure. I'm not sure if it's that simple.
You know, I'm just going to ask it. The part of me that inhabits him currently, if it can do that, could I do the same?
I mean, that wouldn't be... It wouldn't be off the table. Assuming that it was a part of you.
And we all saw it, right? It came from me.
So the idea of inhabiting the original form, I mean, it's not out of the realms of impossible.
Would I get my memories back if I did that?
You're speaking in realms that are a lot less scientific.
Right. I guess it would be.
I wouldn't have your answers. But if you found memories not of yours, and your form somehow found its way back to Vic, chances are high.
I mean, not only did it find its way there, it went straight to him. I kind of just shake a little bit and straighten up a little bit further. But again, perhaps we're getting ahead of ourselves. First things first, right? One step at a time.
You're right.
Yeah.
Let's get whatever you need to do done, just in case this does go sideways. And I guess we have a Warfort or an Avangard to converse with, I guess. Wait, rewind. Katrina, what is happening here
What?
that you know about that we don't? Because we never answered that when we came back from the break.
Fuck, I thought I got away with it. How do I put this? Shit. Well, let's just say part of the reason I was so interested in what the Knockfarm was up to is because of all this going on. Things have been odd. But it's no longer safe here.
What do you mean?
There you go. Thank you.
Things are changing. And if your presence isn't a huge indication of that, I don't know what is. The last time anyone came back from there was a long time ago.
Came back from where?
Look, we already have one person, and I gesture to Harland, telling us half-truths. We don't need another.
No, I've told you all of the truth. I just masked my shortcomings.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's called a half-truth. Even I know that. Continue.
I don't see how telling you... Forget it.
All you need to know right now is we need to get off of this station.
Sorry, we need to know more. One of our friends has died, another's been taken.
Have you not
I
realized
feel like
the fact that your friend, Medea, had brought an object, bringing you here? How intertwined everything is going forward. Things have escalated quite rapidly, if I say so. You're dealing with objects. He looks over at Harlan. Should not be trifled with.
how are we to know how we should avoid these objects if we don't even know what they are or what they do?
And you think that we're being secretive as to what they do, their purpose?
Yes.
No. We have no clue. There is nothing that I've done in the hundreds and hundreds of years that I spent studying, being influenced by it, that got me any closer.
Then why are you so scared of them?
Because they've been right before.
Have you not questioned it yet, Kaelin? Why you found yourself here?
in the very station that houses someone that looks exactly like yourself. I don't know your life, I don't know where you came from, yet you found yourself in direct contact with one that has access to knowledge beyond ours. Do you think that was by chance or by design?
I don't know because no one will tell me. Tired of being told these half-truths, just as Alpha said.
How is that in hell of half-truth? I spent
You asked the...
hundreds and hundreds of years.
I heard you. But you just asked me whether I wondered if it was a coincidence, implying it's not.
It's not.
Now I'm asking the question, what is the connection? Why me? Why am I here? You seem to know, but you seem to not want to tell me.
That's the thing. You're assuming that there's half-truths in there. I don't know its reason. But you were brought here to play a role in its game. What you all seem to fail to realize, that our lack of understanding isn't us trying to hide, trying to mask a truth that has been known by the universe. No, you're dealing with objects, you're dealing with something that has knowledge, information, futures written already in place. As soon as you came in contact, your fate was written. Your being here was on purpose. Your meeting, Medea, was on purpose. Their connections, the fact that Harlan, myself, Medea's father, Katrina, everyone from the past coming back. This fate has been going on for centuries. There is nothing I can tell you that hasn't already been played out. I don't have the answers because the answers have been given. The artifact has been playing this game since the beginning. Whatever that dwells within them has been going on for however long, possibly before our time.
You saying that Datus Mors is me from the future, past?
Just a pawn in the system. I have no idea. Why there is two of you, I've not a clue.
Still feel there is much you're not telling me.
Do you have magics that could possibly alleviate? Zone of truth. I've washed my hands from this, or at least I thought I did, 200 years ago. I was pulled into this world, and I wanted out. Yet here we are, dealing with the very same, with the people that I thought I would never run into again. Yet here we are. And now you're searching for your friend, which just so happens to have direct connections with, again, an ally of mine hundreds of years ago.
You can spend all your time deciding that this was a half-truth, but I've been wanting to rid myself of this plight for centuries. Whether or not you decide to believe it is up to you.
With all due respect, I feel you know, and Katrina, what is this station in danger of? Why do we need to leave?
Sleepy, I might need a DM.
Go for it. Considering that this station was at the very beginning, when all things changed. We didn't exist. Until the point of delusion, when the gods were written out of history, is the beginning of ours.
Depending on what happens, this station may cease to be. To stay on it is a risk I wouldn't take.
And Harlan chimes in. The only real body of age in this universe is Zeus and Valoria. They're the only two places in this world that have history beyond the millennia.
And that's where we need to go.
We need to find Vic, bring him back. Same for Medea. Then we can leave. Not before.
Archon, are you, from what Nuke's said and what Katrina's implied, you're one that tends to know things that are happening on the station. There was a ship meant to come back this evening.
Well,
This is
apparently
what the
to all you
itinerary
lot,
said.
I only know half of it.
That's what the itinerary said. Have you heard anything else?
High or low?
Low. Fucking shitballs.
Okay. Anything out of the recent events? I haven't heard. Nothing of that great of import. I will say that hearing of all that transpired at the estate, the Avil State, it seems strange. The idea that he would return, or whatever, doesn't make sense.
Where else would he have gone? Just back to Zeal's?
Probably. Look at what you're dealing with. All things Convergence tends to converge on the sisters.
All right. Still think we need to be sure that she's not coming back before we leave. So I'm still with Kaylin on this. We do what we can with Vic or other Alpha or whatever, whoever that is.
If
We
only
need to-
we knew someone who could possibly get eyes on the location for us.
Well, we can't leave.
Looks at Archon.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You said you've got eyes and ears everywhere. Instead of us...
Find out for us. Instead of us going out. Like, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't want to... Yeah. Go.
Essentially the same thing. Rather than us risking going to the hangar. Maybe your little birdies could keep eye out for us. Let us know who lands, if anybody lands. It would free up our time to deal with other things.
I'll see what I can do. He pushes Harlan aside. You see him connect almost a very similar tablet to what Kaylin has, though looks a little different. Plugs it in. And pulls another wire out onto the side and he plugs it in. He pulls it up to his ear. Can you look into the hangar, please? Any recent itinerary connected to Renault Avel? Any ships in the area as well that are not docked? I need eyes. Yes, you'll be compensated. Alright, this channel will be open. He puts his tablet on the side. I'll have my people look.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Now, what else do we need to do before we leave?
We need a way, at least an idea of a way to neutralize whatever is inside of Vic's body if things go sour. Hoping it won't come to that, but just in case.
I might be able to help.
I was going to look at Tanner and Archon. Tanner was working on something along those lines when he called you. You mentioned you might have a way to help?
No, Tanner probably wouldn't be able to help anymore.
Yeah, honestly, it's...
Did you forget our names again?
I thought Tanner was working on it.
I could have, but the thing is, I mean, what, to neutralize the serum? I mean, I could still do that, but given what we know,
I was certain it was Tanner. But anyways, regardless, we need someone to come up with something to help neutralize whatever's there if we need to.
no, I mean, yeah, I was working on neutralizing it, but again, neutralizing it would prefer. I mean, it would kill whatever's in it, assuming that it's. I thought you guys were wanting to capture rather than kill. I don't know. That's what I got from it.
You meant neutralize the...
All right, I'll finish it up. And he goes back to work. Give me about an hour.
All right.
Is there anything you would like to do in the meantime?
I don't think
Continue.
so.
Working on what we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it takes a bit. And eventually, Tanner does give you a file. Does come with a syringe. I mean, this should neutralize it. Now that we know Verolium was base, then this should do it.
You said it needs to be on the, well, me itself, myself. It can't just be in the frame, right?
I mean, no. Has to be on whatever you were made of. Has to make contact.
All right.
I wouldn't suggest you handle it, though. He points over at Alpha.
Why not?
It neutralizes. And he holds up the pseudopod. Can I? You gonna miss this part?
I can make another if needed.
He takes a bit. He injects it. Its form immediately dissolves. Liquefies.
Oh,
I see.
Helen will take it with no intention of ever having to use it.
Again,
Well,
short
didn't get
notice.
close enough.
Short notice. This is what I can get.
Well, let's go.
Do you think you can get close enough to him, Killin?
I'd die to give it a shot. Helen starts walking.
Okay.
All right. Off to the rat room once again.
Kaylin, just make sure, to return here by evening so we can, continue our process.
Of course. I haven't forgotten.
All right. Be careful.
As you make your way out of the medbay and back once again to the room containing your foe, or at least before. Doesn't take too long. Oh my god, let me go ahead and move you guys real quick. I forgot to reset the positions of things. Wait, do I not have...
It's
I
fine.
didn't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm doing
Are you still wanting to go in alone first?
Yes. I think that a familiar face on its own will be less threatening. To give him a chance.
Okay.
Right.
Won't be far behind. Promise.
I'm gonna be really close. Like, just around the corner.
We all will.
Of course.
All right. But
Galen, as he goes, as he goes in, he's going to prepare sanctuary in case anything.
okay. All right. It takes getting there with nothing impeding your movement anymore. You're starting to see some of the damage on the walls, the dents that plague the panels, the steel caved in. It's carnage. You see as there's a faint light flickering through a broken door of Targan's laboratory. Walking down the halls, you make your way. Entering once again, hopefully for one of the last times, the mutated rat den. So, here we are. Once
Here
again.
we are.
Damage in this area is heavy. Panels are broken. Seems as though there was a rampage running through here.
Wow, this guy is really angry.
I can understand why.
All of a sudden, I'm not so optimistic about talking this out.
It'll
You
work.
have to try.
Well, good luck.
Wait. What's the safe word?
What?
Something he should say that tells us we should go, or that we should join him.
Muffin.
Thought it was pineapples.
You know, we should probably say any kind of food. If you say anything like that, then we'll be there.
Of course.
So if we start saying
I know.
food, we just run in there?
Probably.
Oh boy.
I'll say pineapples or muffin, one of the two.
Very solid.
Oh, I hope it's pineapples.
Okay. As you all stand, or at least Kalen specifically, you see as the form stands there, broken, bent. Only one. You can see a faint, flicker off to the side of his head, in one of the eyes. The glowing, the red.
What direction is he facing?
He's facing away, but his head is tilted enough that you can see kind of just the glow, the faint flicker of red in the corner of his eye.
I'm gonna walk slowly. How far is he? until I'm gonna walk very slowly until about here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm not
Okay.
trying to like sneak up on him.
All right.
Vic?
Well, Vic.
I'm not actually moving. I just want to see what's happening.
It's okay. You will be able to.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back then.
Yep.
I see. Yep.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I have his sheet. Why'd you give me his sheet?
The voice is familiar. You don't know why. You've been standing here waiting for the orders.
There's just his body turns slowly, but his head is like janky and glitching as he turns to face you. Orders.
Vic, do you remember me?
Accessing memories. Orders.
Can you just talk?
This is confusing to you. You've never been spoken to like this before. You had tasks. But idle conversation is foreign.
Designation unclear.
What is your name?
I am Vic 32 of the Ebon Guard.
Good. I remember you. Do you remember my name?
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Kaylin comes to mind.
You are Kalen. What is my designation? What are my orders?
I don't know. He slowly keeps approaching. I don't know. I've never given you an order. We're friends.
Situation improbable.
I thought so too. My only friend before you was Medea. Do you remember her?
Accessing memory banks.
Go ahead and Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. No memory.
No memory found.
That's all right. You haven't seen her in quite some time, I suppose.
Would I have
Nick.
taken his approach as anything other than friendly?
You're on guard.
Okay. I assume the hammer's already out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May I come closer?
For what purpose? Designations can be given from any range.
Aelin sort of briefly sighs. Perhaps to assess your damage?
Assessing damages. It's just see the eye flicker.
Just the
And-
one.
Just the one?
Hmm. Just one eye. The other one
Yeah.
inactive.
Yeah. Hmm.
Damage is significant.
Damage significant. Ocular receptors compromised.
Can I help?
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm pushing my luck here.
Something about this moment. It's... You know this individual, you don't know why. He wasn't one that gave you orders, was he? Puts you on alert.
I probably would have also never been offered help before.
Mm-hmm. Anytime somebody that wanted to do a repair simply did it.
Mm-hmm. Questions unclear.
Oh yeah, we do.
That's true, I'm sorry, I forgot again. That's my fault.
Well, that's fine.
All good.
Dream,
Questions
right?
unclear. Reason unfounded.
Well,
Other
let's-
Ebengard require more.
Yes, but you're my friend, not the rest of the Ebengard.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Situation unlikely. Wisdom saving throw.
Friend is not a concept that you are familiar with.
Friendship, no. Friendships, ill-advised.
All right. We can work on that, I suppose. But now, can you put away the weapons? We can go back to somewhere where we can repair and help you.
Actions unnecessary. Movement ill-advised.
I don't want to help you because it's necessary, but because I want to.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's getting worse
Inspiration.
and worse.
Use the inspiration.
I don't know if I'm allowed to in this case.
I will allow it.
Okay.
He's allowing it.
Rolls a 1.
Well, lucky with inspiration, you take the higher one.
Oh.
Hearing his words, this is not the moment that you thought it was. The point before everything. The plan. The process. Fury and Boda. Something about that feels like ancient memories. Something's not right.
Situation. Timeline compromised. Kalen. Hmm. And the eye just continues to flicker.
Kalen's eyes light up a bit with hope. Would you prefer we bring tools here to help repair you?
Would I recognize where here is yet?
Do you look around?
Yes, I would look around. Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Saving throw.
Nice.
Nice.
Which?
With a natural 20. Your life was lost here.
Situation improbable. Situation impossible. Would I know how I lost my life here?
Situation unclear. But
Unclear.
you're alive now, and you don't know why or how.
Do I understand what he's saying when he says situation unclear? Like,
You would have seen, again, the body moves fluidly. Like in one fluid motion kind of turns 360. But the head is janky, looking around, sudden movements before eventually rejoining the body to face you again. And only once you completely finish turning around is when he would say, unclear.
oh, and then situation improbable, and then impossible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought so too. I thought you were gone. But you have no idea how glad I am.
I
See you
was
standing here,
gone.
but you're back.
Unclear.
What are the rest of you doing as you hear this conversation happening?
Waiting for the fruit.
Staying as quiet as possible.
Can if I click on my character, so I can see. So we can see. We can probably hear what's being said.
You can hear, but from your vision is what you see.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems to be out of range unless you decide to move forward.
Alpha kind of just leans into Nuke and is like, is it going well? Can you see
Kinda.
anything?
I can't see much, but I don't really know how this is going. It's kind of just a back and forth. He's not getting aggressive, though.
That's good, right?
I guess so.
He doesn't seem to be saying much, though.
All we can do is hope.
Vic, do you remember Nuke?
Accessing memory banks.
Wisdom
Wisdom
saving
saving
throw.
throw? Yep.
You do.
Nuke. Small.
Yes, I suppose he
Unaiming.
was.
Sorry.
What was that last one? I didn't hear that.
Unaiming.
Oh man.
Oh,
I don't know if he would have said that,
boy.
but
I
he
think
would
that's
have.
canon now.
Yeah.
That's just like
Unaiming.
that's just like his factual statement.
Yeah.
God, that's cold. Kaylin's gonna call over. Nuke. He seems to remember you. Would you come and say hello?
I turn back at the other two and gulp. Coming.
At the sound of another voice, the hammer just raises slightly up into his other hand.
It's all right. It's Nuke. He's another friend.
Hi, big guy. Nice to see you again.
Situation unlikely. Friend. Unclear.
Wait, you saying it's unclear where I'm a friend?
That's all you get. Whether it's to you, to himself, or to anybody listening, you don't know.
You've seen better days.
Damage is extensive.
We could probably fix you. If you let us.
For what purpose?
Because we care about you.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Okay.
That anger, the objective-based logic, that's not who you are. It's who you were. But that time is long gone.
Mm-hmm. Reassessing.
What are you doing? Just standing here. I mean, what's the objective?
Here is where I was.
And?
I felt needed here last.
Dick, you died saving all of our lives.
Wisdom saving throw.
I know. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's
The head
foggy.
kind of like, yeah, the head just kind of looks up between Kaelin and Nuke. I think from the majority of the time, aside from when it's been flickering and whatnot, it's been a bright red eye, the only one that's been active. For the first time since Kaylin's walked in, it dulls oh so slightly. Slightly less angry and more recognition.
The shift from red is apparent.
Mm-hmm.
You sustained this damage protecting us. Allow us to now help you.
I died. I was no more. There's like a visible like shudder through the frame. Friends.
Yes. You never liked when I said this, but exactly what you were. A hero.
Don't. Oh. I know.
Mhm. Yep. Wow.
Wow.
Yes!
My God.
Wow.
In that point, you feel your body fall to your knees. As the moment that those memories all flood in, your purpose, the things you took up after your capture, the nights spent finding trust, Senia von Holzer, setting up a society that gives freedom to your people. Losing purpose because the world has changed. Finding that doubt when someone wants to possibly rekindle a history that should have stayed history. You remember Medea. You remember Kaelin. You remember everything that transpired, but fuzzy. You also remember another life that is your own, or at least born from it.
Oh, fuck.
As he falls to his knees, Kalen is going to rush over and give him a hug.
Do I need to do it?
At this point, with all of your wisdom saving throws,
They've been so good.
Insane wisdom throws.
Vic
Actually,
32, be it not in full form, broken, has returned.
What happens
Holy
with
shit.
Alpha while those memories come flooding back to Vic?
Go ahead and make a
Don't
wisdom
do it,
saving
Sleepy. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw for
throw.
Alpha?
Yes.
I thought he was gonna say,
High or low?
we'll find out. No, I thought you said we'll
No,
find out.
no. I can't.
Find out
Not
next
yet.
time.
I could have. I've been thinking about it. I was like, oh, this could be a perfect time. But no.
No, it's not. It's a
okay.
horrible fucking time. Don't
okay.
you dare.
It's okay. We're gonna maintain. We're gonna maintain.
This is fine.
You can feel.
Oh, wait. Stop. When I was saving those, not this Spanish. No, we're good. That's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Pepperoni and cheese. Hey, melty green.
You can tell that there's something going on. There is a crazy connection. The orbs in your chest spinning rapidly.
I also
And it
want to
hits you.
say at the same time, because he's probably still in the vaguely humanoid form, it suddenly just drops into he's just a blob
Yeah.
as
this
the
is-
things start spinning. Yeah.
The first time where a flash of memory, the things that you've done, or things that Vic has done from the beginning, but not the middle or the end.
Goody. Okay. I don't think Alpha would say anything. Not yet, anyways. He's just trying to take it all in, finally getting some form of memories back. Still not certain, I guess, why, but he knows where they're from now, at least. So he's just there as a vibrating blob, just taking it all in. Vic, on the other hand, with the flood of everything coming back, and does he recognize that there's more memories after his own?
It's vague.
It's vague.
There might be, but the only thing that hit you first as the memories were the most intense were the ones of you taking lives.
Yep. So I guess as Kalen's holding him, you can feel the frame, the entire body just vibrating with energy, I guess. Undefined energy that's just present and remembering, I guess. What have I done?
Kalen is actually crying at this point while he's hugging him, so he's not really in a position to answer.
It's more rhetorical anyways, so.
Wait, what?
It's more rhetorical anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Because he can see what he's done.
Should be able to see if freaking saved his friends' lives, too.
Towards the end, it gets fuzzy, though, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did tell him.
Yeah.
True.
The memories of Vic. He knows that there's something there. Something that he spent, or at least feels that he spent a lifetime or multiple of that atoning. But the death, the carnage, that's the freshest of them all.
Mm-hmm. I guess Vic stands. How much? I'm assuming I'm at 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he stands up to his full height before almost like recoiling back down into like almost a slouch or a slump, realizing that the damage is real. That this is real. He looks around. He sees Nuke. Kind of gives him a nod. Where's Medea?
Kalen, as he stands up, he, lets go and wipes his face. We're not sure, but we'll find her. I'm just glad to have you back, Vic. Do you mind? He sort of points at, certain damaged bits that are impeding his movement. And he sort of is saying, do you mind if I work on those?
Gives you a nod.
And I'm going to use that to create some repair tools and assist with mending if possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just sort of do some fixes to, his neck so he can look around if he's got any legs or leg issues or whatever so that he can walk properly. And if possible, his optical nerve as well. Or his optical...
It's a little bit more intricate detail that mending cannot abate, but
that's fair.
The body itself is functional.
All right. Let's get you back to the med bay. We'll get you fixed up.
Is Harlan still here?
Yes, he's still in the med bay as well.
Just gets a grunt at that, and that's it.
Before we go, just know there are two more with us. Trina and Alpha. You may recognize Alpha, but don't be alarmed. And I guess he'll walk with Vic over to where the others are.
Okay.
I got it, don't worry.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Wow. This is crazy.
These rolls, though.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. What the hell, man?
Sage.
Oh, hold on, just to.
Holy
Okay,
shit!
Wow.
Alpha with the same zone.
Wow.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
What are these rolls? This is not like us.
Excellent is what they are.
In that brief moment, there is a connection between you two. And then it hits you. Alpha, Vic.
Mm-hmm.
A cosmic body in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Your vision zooms from the cosmos. You're connected. You're connected to something far beyond what you could even have ever imagined. As you see the body, the figure, the wingspan soar across, leaving stars in its wake.
Vic sees this too?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think Vic, once he gets sight of Alpha, stops and is taking all this in again.
but you're muted if you're talking.
I know. I'm just checking something. So Vic stands still for a moment as Alpha looks, and all the memories from what Alpha had flow into Vic. Still fuzzy, but they're there. Before Alpha's form moves past Katrina, and as it does, it begins to take the shape of Vic. There's just and it's more solid than you've seen. You've seen parts of him. You've seen his tail become solid. You've seen a toothy maw and the hammers, but his whole form solidifies. Still viscous, but and flowing internally. But there's a frame to it now. As he moves past, Vic moves past Kaylin, and they meet center hallway, and without saying a word, without moving shape, Alpha's form, face first, just merges with the armor and moves into Vic.
And in that instance, every rune, every light on Vic's body glows. And all of you see as there is an astral projection of the universe. Stars swirl, the skies, the planets start to zoom out instantly, almost in that singular point of a big bang, filling this area, almost causing everything in this room to vanish as everything is just covered in this illusion. You see the tendrils across the sky, these vast lines of energy connecting one point to another. I need everybody to roll a perception check.
Including me?
Oh god.
Not including you.
Didn't think so.
I can fail you one of those, no problem. There you go.
There's still tears in Kaylin's eyes. He's
Mm-hmm.
Nuke. You catch a glimpse. It's hard. It's difficult to see as everything is going on at once. As you see a cosmic body. Almost a patch of stars collectively moving across this vast expanse. It almost looks as though it couldn't be. Wings. As it leaves the trail across through a galaxy. As in that instance, everything closes once again. Vic.
Mm-hmm.
The two orbs, once inside Alpha's body, start to faintly orbit around yours. With the two smaller bodies now connected. You see a bright flash from your body. Lighting up everything, all of the electrical devices in this room flash in an instant. And in that brief moment, a third smaller body starts to float around. And it flashes away. And we'll go ahead and end right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no one else gonna say, what the fuck was that?
We got Vic back, guys.
What?
Oh my god, I'm so hyped. That was fucking awesome.
That's insane. I didn't like. The question was raised. Like it was interesting because like at the break, Quest and I had the same question if it was possible, and then I look at Discord and there's fucking Nell there like asking the same question.
I even said like, don't ask Sleepy. Don't spoil it. Do it in the RP.
Yeah, like and that's the thing. I like it's not a forced. This is okay.
The wisdom saves.
The wisdom saves were
saves
insane.
But
I had one that wasn't good, and then we re-rolled it, and it was great.
Yep.
So whoever gave that inspiration, you're a gem.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Vic 32.
So I guess I have to level up Vic, eh?
I wanna flavor that actually. When we're doing repairs, can Kaylin sort of like say, "Oh, I improved a few things, and that's what causes the level up."
Oh.
You notice that there are things around the frame. I mean, yeah, that's 100% guaranteed. But you do see as now along the lines, your frame itself is starting to glow with that pulsing energy, the glow that Alpha was giving off faintly. It almost seems to have merged on the outside. You can see it kind of like stringing across the armor now.
I'm guessing I take the same feat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's up. Yep.
But
Cool.
with Vic 32's revival, you've gained an ally. Never really lost the other, as they are one and the same. We'll go ahead and pick up there next week.
Oh
My
shit.
prediction is Vic is becoming a god.
So we're calling him Alfie from now on.
Oh God.
Why
Oh
not
boy.
Renault now?
Oh boy. Well, we'll see what happens next week. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was awesome, guys.
Thank you
That
very
was
much for
pretty
the
good.
session.
Good shit, you guys. It was-
Yeah, that
wow.
was awesome.
yeah.
Just sitting here with
Yes.
a grin on my face.
Oh,
This is
That was
awesome.
so
This is
good.
great.
Oh man.
I was terrified that that like one of those wisdom saves was gonna fuck up, and then I was just gonna be dead.
I was waiting for it, not gonna lie.
It could have happened, but you guys rolled. I mean, bam, you rolled insane.
How fragile was that? Like, if one of those wisdom throws had failed, like, would that have been enough to like scupper this?
It
Or-
it was a scale through the saves. So one fail would have led to a not like it would have been either you would have gained the successes. Think of it like a death save. This is what we were effectively doing. So what was going on is as Kaylin was saying things, it was deciding when those whiz saves happened, and with the nat 20 and then the consecutive successes finally broke him free and brought him back. If it would have failed, if it would have went the other way, combat would have happened.
Mhm.
But there was one fail. So versus the many successes.
Fucking great work, Bam.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Crazy.
Oh
Bruh.
boy. And I mean next time, next week we are going to be going into already, as thanks to Multigrain Man, you guys are going to be going in with 2 inspiration.
Heck yeah. Thanks,
Hey.
Multigrain Man.
Cheers, buddy.
Yep.
This is why we don't eat white bread.
Yep, need all the grains.
Always multigrain. Oh my goodness.
We'll try to remember.
Yeah. We're trying to get better at it. We're definitely trying to get better at it. But
We are,
thank you
yeah.
guys. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy. That
We'll
was
go ahead.
Spicy.
We'll talk about Whimsy. We'll get together and we'll talk about the changes to the armor,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bam, we'll have some conversations later on.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
And yeah, I think that's it. Holy shit!
Thanks again, everyone.
Wowie,
Appreciate it.
Wow.
wowie, wow! Thank you guys for
Yeah.
joining today.
Thanks for the
Thank
session.
you,
Pleasure.
everybody.
That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Oh my goodness! Wow, what a session! I hope you guys had a fantastic time. I enjoyed that session. There has been so much hype, so much happening. The fact that we had a point where Vic 32 has come back. Wow. just wow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week. Thank you guys for joining. It has been a pleasure, an honor, a privilege to play and just, be with this group. I hope you guys had fun. More to come in the future. Streaming schedule will be returning. Sippy League will be returning on Monday. It is completely full, stocked up. We have a new crew coming in. If that is something that is interesting to you, make sure to be in the Discord and read through all of the things that you need to. Exclamation socials if you want to follow me everywhere. Exclamation Convergence if you want to see what the cast is doing. All of their... So let me go ahead and just drop everybody's... Oh my goodness. I think we're back. Okay, anyways, go ahead and head on over to everybody's channel. Drop them a follow. Fantastic cast, amazing players all around. Thank you guys. You've been wonderful. I have been sleepy. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today, and we will be right back next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.